Greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Jumping in and getting your rune for your energetic pass here, we have Isa. Isa is the rune of ice. It is frozen, standstill. It could be stuck, frozen, repeating life lessons. Excuse me. Rigid. This is repeating. Irreversible here. I'm tuning into the rune here, seeing what comes up for my intuitive guidance. It looks like just your chance to really pause, go within. I don't really see this as a mistake that was made. It could have been a perceived mistake. This wasn't anyone's fault, or no fault. No fingers need to be pointed right now. You just need to go within and let the ice freeze over the clear lake and be still so you can go within for that clarity. Yeah, that's in your energetic past. Take a resonance here, leave what doesn't. Isa is a beautiful rune of rest. It could be just that we're slowing down. It's that time of year. A lot less light in the year, so a lot of us are hibernating a bit more as well too. So there is another irreversible rune here in your energetic now of Yera. Yera means year. This is about cycles, endings making beginnings and beginnings making endings simultaneously. This is a lot of karmic lessons. Yeah. This is, I think, going within and learning. When we make a harvest at the end of the year, this is nicknamed the rune of the harvest too. When we make a harvest at the end of the year, we take inventory of the crop. We study it, right? Did I nurture it well enough? What's the quality like? Did I purchase the right type of seed? Do I need to adjust tactic for next season? How do I store it for now? Things like that. You recognize it's a transitional point in your journey, and you're also recognizing the instances that this is a karmic lesson in your life, that the actions that you took throughout this energy is a direct result of what you're facing right now. So, with that, this is a lot of lessons learned. Yeah, I think this is you just going within for that clarity. This is you continuing to. This isn't a mental purgatory. Nobody's punishing you. Okay, this is definitely something you need to do so you can make that inner awareness connection and transmute what you need to transmute in order to begin your new cycle. Okay, this is an opportunity for you. This isn't a repeat. This could be a repeat of life lesson depending on how well you're investing in learning your lessons here, your karmic lessons. In your energetic near future, here we have Theresas. Theresas is the thorough work of the hammer. I like to interpret it as a hammer because the hammer can build, it can destroy, it can protect, like Mjolnir. Thor's hammer, very swift, that strike, that once it's started, it is very thorough. It needs to be completed. It needs to be have all of its information. Therefore, it's going to hit its mark very true, very forcefully. Very thoroughly. So, build, destroy, or protect here in your very near future. I think it's going to be decision time in your future, is what this, I believe this means. Then you get to step into, after gaining all of your information, right? Somebody or you hit the brakes here in the past. Now you're assessing, learning, gathering that information, so you can make an informed, very thorough, very good, healthy decision for not just you, but for those around you. Yeah, so you can do your work thoroughly and be committed to your path, building, destroying, protecting, whatever you need to do to continue on your divinely guided path here in the future. What's your influence for right now? Yeah, your discipline work. Your discipline work right now is to be disciplined and go within. This is God Tears Rune Tiwaz. This is your vector of victory, success. Where do you go for success? You go within. This is showing up for yourself, sticking up for others, sticking up for yourself, your innate sense of justice, your sense of balance, right? Like Libra energy is your sense of balance. This is a lot of learning about your balance of cause and effect, why these things, how these things, all these things, right? If, ands, buts, ifs, whys, hows. Very easy to get caught up in the overthinking aspect. That's why this slowdown needed to occur. So you went within to go within for those lessons learned in clarity and transmutation, right? For that inner clarity. If this reading resonates, consider a private session to explore your path, your energy, and the guidance of the runes more deeply. Each comment, share, or subscription helps this work reach more seekers like you who are looking for clarity and growth. Thank you all for showing up, for engaging, and for honoring your journey. Together, we are strengthened in this circle of awakening. So the influences in that dedication work, right? Showing up for yourself, your daily dedication work. Your advice, this is kind of a no-brainer. For your advice for the now is to select what in your life is healthy for your legacy. This is Othala. This is that very stable rune that you build your structure on. This is challenging you to examine in your life what's transitory versus what's perpetual, what's lasting versus what's not lasting versus what's lasting. So transitory is something like money or a deed or something like that. You're lucky if that kind of stuff lasts like a couple years. Perpetual, though, is like a paradigm shift, a practice, a spiritual practice, that sort of really healthy thing like our indigenous brothers and sisters out there like to practice if it's healthy for the next 7 generations, right? If it isn't, they just don't move on it whatsoever. So if it's healthy for the next 7 generations, right, then it's a perpetual, good lasting legacy like pay it forward, or a spiritual practice like meditating daily. Beautiful aspects like that. So definitely getting into your legacy work, your healthy aspects of what do you want to leave behind for the world, what do you want to be remembered as, what do you want to be known as, Virgo. Okay, you're very needing to work on your stability, your structure, and your foundation, repairing those cracks in your structure. Those karmic lessons learned, a lot of that going within, is really calling you to be thorough in your actions in the future here as you're building that legacy, right? So you know where these cracks are, you know where you want to expand, maybe where you want to build your foundation even in the future. But whatever this is, regardless, healthy aspects of what you want to leave behind, what you want to be known as, what are you, for us parents out there, like how are we raising our kids? That kind of stuff, like the good stuff. What are we teaching and leaving behind? Yeah, getting into the good stuff. And your outcome for this very grounded, stable energy, Manas, is knowing your place in the world, your sense of Manas is the root of mankind. This is knowing what goes around comes around. This is a more cyclical nature kind of stuff here. Going around, coming around, cycles, world card kind of stuff coming up into my head right now in tarot. So Dagas has that clarity built into the root of Manas here, right? So with this and this outcome position, with Manas in the outcome or your future position, I like to see this as a joining of energies rather than a butting of heads, like a defensive. I think this is an enhanced sense of stability, knowing your place in the world, definitions, labels, where you are in the clan, collective, society, interpersonally. Do I have healthy labels? Do I have healthy attachments to things? Do I know where I'm going? Do I know where I stand? And that's great when you're doing this legacy work in healthy ways. Of course, yes, you're going to be blessed in this way and know how to do you're going to have like that better sense of what direction you're going to be swinging that hammer. Where do you swing it next? What's your first swing going to be? What's that first step, right? What's your first step in the process. Okay. Now, how good you're going to be doing this in the future depends on how good your legacy work is here in the now. All right, let's get a card of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Source, straight from Spirit, directly from Divine to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for Virgo during this week's divinely guided rune reading here during the solstice season, the darkest nights of the year. Beautiful Mana's outcome rune for this. Let's see what card of clarity we have from Divine. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have? You wanted that card. You're streaming at me this card, this card, this card. Okay. Thank you. It says patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Yeah. I accept everything happens in divine order. Patience. Yeah. You're definitely needing to go within. Virgo, definitely a good time to be with your earth self, nature, slow, methodical. Definitely going within, learning your lessons. This is a very good time to study. Okay, very good time to study. Let's read more about this patience card. Again, at the bottom says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Virgo, Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim that it is not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living in patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. So Virgo, you are on a path. There are signposts. If you're speeding down the path, you'll miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.